Are you a sole proprietor, independent contractor, or self-employed individual? You may now be eligible for up to $20,000 due to recent changes in the Paycheck Protection Program, otherwise known as PPP. These are just a few of the occupations and businesses who have benefited from this program, including beauticians, contractors, counselors, and doctors. This video is for you if you have not yet filed for PPP and file a Schedule C, 1099 miscellaneous, or 1099 NEC with your personal 1040 taxes. If you file separate business and personal taxes, there are some other eligibility rules to follow for PPP, so please reach out to your local First Farmers Bank and Trust lender for more information. So, if you operate your business as a sole proprietor or independent contractor, recent changes in eligibility allow you to use your gross profit instead of your net profit to represent your payroll. In the next few minutes, we will briefly review the program details, including loan details and eligibility. We will list documents necessary for First Farmers Bank and Trust to process your loan and show you how easy it is to apply. Please note that this is a summary of the program. For full details, visit sba.gov/PPP. So what is PPP? This is a SBA loan that can be entirely forgiven if certain criteria are followed. Funds can be used for payroll, mortgage interest, rent, and utilities, to name a few. It is a 5-year note at 1% interest rate with payments deferred up to 10 months, no collateral, no personal guarantees, and no fees. Sounds great, right? Here is the best news. Majority of our sole proprietor applicants are receiving full forgiveness of the principal and accrued interest. The SBA requires you to certify that you were in operation on February 15th, 2020, still operating, and that current economic uncertainty makes this loan necessary to support ongoing operations. So, here is what you need to apply. First is the SBA application. Do not fret. This is a simple 3-page application that your local FFBT lender is happy to help you complete. The top section specifies your company information and contact details. Calculations can use 2019 or 2020 tax information. If you do not have any employees, you will use line 7, divide that by 12 for the average monthly payroll. You will then multiply by 2.5 to get your total loan amount. Now, if you have employees, you are essentially calculating your personal payroll using the gross income and your employee payroll using the IRS Form 941. For the exact calculations, please refer to the SBA document, How to Calculate First Draw PPP Loan Amounts, or reach out to one of our awesome FFBT commercial lenders. We would be happy to help. Links to that document are in the video description and on our FFBT webpage. Also, it is important to note that each employee and owner is capped at $100,000 of annual salary each year. Once you go through those calculations, you will then initial all of the certifications, so be sure to review those. The second item that is needed is the verification of payroll. You will need to provide the Schedule C as well as the 941 documents if you have employees. The third item is an affiliates addendum, if you have ownership or common management between other businesses. In general, you will be considered together with all of your affiliates, so you will need to provide a sheet that specifies the other businesses' tax ID numbers and your relationship to those businesses. It is important to note that the maximum you can take for yourself across all your entities is $20,833. Last, if you are not a client with FFBT, we will need driver's licenses and applicable corporate documents. Once we have those items, we can apply. It usually takes up to 48 hours to hear from the SBA. Once we receive approval, our team then has 10 days to disperse funds. As for forgiveness, SBA will pay the principal and accrued interest entirely for those who follow the employee retention criteria. As a sole proprietor with no employees, the employee retention criteria is simple. You will use the same Schedule C to apply for forgiveness that you used to apply for the loan. If you also have employees, you will need to show that the employee and compensation levels were maintained, and that 60% of the proceeds were spent on payroll over an 8 or 24-week period. There are some exceptions to this, so be sure to contact one of our awesome team members. They can help answer any questions. The PPP deadline was recently extended, and we are still accepting applications for both clients and non-clients. This is a first-come, first-served program, so do not delay in reaching out to your nearest commercial lender at ffbt.com. We look forward to helping you navigate this program.